Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And here we go from Berlin. Ashton Doolin now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
He was the 6th overall pick of the New York Football Giants, but he fell just shy, Kate, of 6 full seasons with New York. Remember, a midseason release led him to the Minnesota Vikings a season ago. Now he hopes to take all that experience, the ups and the downs, the peaks and the valleys, to make the most of this situation in Indy.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Pistol now for Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. He has it at the 33. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
The former Husky got a 3-start audition to end his rookie season. Kate, and those results, well, as you'd expect, were a little mixed. Some highlight reel making throws and some opportunities to learn from as well. But now the 8th pick, he's going to get the ball in his hands, running his own team.
They motion the tight end over. Penix to the air to start us off. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Finds him over the middle. Will muster a little down to the 30. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here's Robinson on his own read. Got the give on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd down, it's Penix. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Penix's pass.
Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
John Parker.
Field goal attempts coming up from John Parker Romo. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! Now they can move with it, scooped inside the 40.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Jones. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Here's Taylor from the pistol. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by his back, Taylor. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Taylor trying to run for this first. 2 yards on the pickup, and it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
That's one as a running back in this league. You got to convert every time. Teams really don't care if you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Taylor again. That one good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They go again with Taylor. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up 6-0 here in the first. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Michael Badgley on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Colts 7, Falcons nothing.
Badgley on to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. They had their field goal blocked last time out, so 3 points poorer on the scoreboard than they expected to be right here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol. Penix. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Penix here from the gun. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Mino. And the Colts take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Taylor now, up the middle. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
26-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Badgley on to kick this one away.
Set to kick off.
Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Penix on 1st down. He's got it over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Penix now on 1st down. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Penix. Throwing the out route complete. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd down now, they need 7. Penix working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down in that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That's the end of our opening quarter. The Colts have taken the early lead. More from this one right after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Penix now to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Colts turn the interception into a drive starting in enemy territory. He's tackled at the 45-yard line.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They'll start at the opposing 45 following the interception. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Straight ahead with Taylor. His drive forward halted after a couple of yards. In on the tackle, the first rounder out of Georgia, Jalen Walker.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jones now on 3rd down. He brings it in. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
There's a handoff for Taylor. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Taylor. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. From the pocket, looking for a target. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Michael Badgley going to try and knock this through for 3. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Badgley able to knock it through. And that will add to their score.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's a counter give to Robinson. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he's in trouble and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. Josh Downs deep for the Colts. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. A run here with Taylor. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is caught inside the 15. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Working inside the red zone. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
2nd and 10 now, Jones. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
The Falcons go a nickel, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Taken in by Downs, left side. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And after that opposing score, Brock, they find themselves taking over down 16. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st down, here's Penix. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Robinson from the pistol. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that. They
really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Cameron Bino.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Colts ready to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Brought in. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Again, Jones to the air. That finds Pittman, complete. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Badgley for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts stretch the lead to 23.
Falcons, nothing.
Badgley on to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Penix here from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Cut down the field, it's Pitts. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. And again, it's Penix. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets this one to London. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Again, Penix to the air. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. The Colts pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
And 7 at the 40-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. He'll work against the blitz. Going with the screen to Taylor. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Pistol now for Jones. Throw is caught and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the air once more. Here's Jones. Check it down to Taylor. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for 3rd down. To throw again, it's Jones. That one nabbed by Warren. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He gets 6 on that play, and it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Jones gonna throw again. Completed over the middle. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Mike Badgley.
Well, it has been a great time so far in Berlin, hasn't it? More still in store. Off we go here in our second half. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He's tackled at the 29.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To the air with Penix. He'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Setting up the screen. Robinson gets hit. He loses it. Oh, the Colts got to it first. Well, they're going to face 4th down now, Brock, but hey, could be a whole lot worse. Very nearly a turnover there until that sideline saved him.
Yeah, even if this drive is coming to an end, they'll get to do so now, Kate, on their own terms. Get that punter out there and hopefully give their defense a much better field position to defend from.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Finds room to the 30. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
That's good.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jones going to do it himself. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. first and 10.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Jones on first down. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Brought down by the rookie Xavier Watts.
4 yards on the
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Taylor. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
At the 26. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
43-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
26.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's going well so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Ball at the 33 for first down. They kick the running back in motion. Penix now on first down. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Penix yet again. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd down, it's Penix. Buys time, rolling right. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Quick cross on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts 38-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying with Robinson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 13 on the pickup, and it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And good forward, about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Second down carry for Algier. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now. 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. His only previous one thus far was blocked. Up and good from Romo. And here in our 3rd quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here's Doolin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
After the sack, could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. This is Taylor. Now Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
The Falcons go a nickel, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Colts are ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Collects this at the 35. And it gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Slot man motioned over. On 2nd down, Robinson. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Falcon football, but this late, that lead might be too much for them to overcome. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the shotgun, Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Drake London with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's Penix and the Falcons. They're looking to tack on 2 more.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here's Doolin. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. First call here, coming from the shotgun. Start on the ground, Taylor. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
For a Colts. First down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now it's Jones off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll bring out the punter here. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing, Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
On first down, here's Penix. Makes the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And again, it's Penix. Has it in close. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Again, Penix to the air. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Penix is going to throw again. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Algier running behind center. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
At the 16-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Try and run here with Robinson. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Field goal attempts coming up from John Parker-Romo. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Up and good from Romo. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Abdullah now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts offense set to head out. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Shoots away from one. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Taylor again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to get it with the option here. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Penix now to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Catch made. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, they need 7. It's Penix yet again. He brings it in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Number 87. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Penix here from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Penix now on 1st down. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And that's going to be close to to an outright disaster, Brock, because he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play.
Recovered by the offense.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Colts in the nickel set on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Berlin. Falcons losing by 14. 4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
It's a gain of
You know,
5.
Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They go again with Taylor. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Taylor now up the middle. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. It's a handoff for Taylor. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners, as we say Auf Wiedersehen from Berlin.